Yo, 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 you already know what it is and what it do. Welcome back to the Broken Mute Button Network. As always, you are now tuned into Rumble Ready Podcast. What it do, Kiki? What's happening, man?
I said, great weekend,
Of
great
some whack
fights,
ass
man.
fights. Man,
Listen. Not all the fights was
man.
whack though, but they
Okay.
all those fights. I mean, listen, man. I was shocked. I just gotta get this. I was shocked, man, when Rolly had stopped Ryan.
Not stopped, but
I'm
dropped
sorry,
him.
well, knocked him down the way he did and beat Ryan. I'm sorry, I'm a little high. Y'all got to excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but
You
I was
know?
surprised by that, But much respect to Rolly. He definitely came in looking strong. Pause. He came in
Yeah.
looking strong. You could tell he was in shape. Maybe that fight had to wake him up. Maybe he probably was really reflecting on his last couple of losses. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa beat him. He got hurt by Pitbull and then knocked out by Tank and all of that. Maybe he probably said, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna step it up. Everybody
Yeah,
doubting
that
me,
the
and he
grandpa.
won.
Well, the grandpa one. He technically won that fight, but we know what you mean. But let's really address the elephant in the room in this fight,
But
though.
they robbed Grandpa, man. Come on, man. I hear what you're saying, but they robbed Grandpa. You know Grandpa won that fight, man. But go ahead,
That's a
though.
fact.
Let's address it.
Let's address it. Notice how Ryan looked versus his last fight.
Slow. You can see all his punches coming. He wasn't as fast. He slowed down a lot.
I know what you
He
really
looked
want to say.
rusty. Yeah, he ain't on steroids no more, nigga. Actually, nigga, we see what the little bit that they were saying, this little itsy bitsy bit could do to your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We see
That's
what
a
it could do to
fact.
you.
That's a fact.
I mean,
Honestly, it's
those
not
left
really
hooks
looking
wasn't look
good.
like those Haney left. Those won't look like them left hooks he was giving Haney. Hell
It
no.
wasn't. Mm-mm. It wasn't.
Crazy. Crazy.
I
But he's been
agree.
exposed, so it is what it is now.
It
Everybody that
is. It
seen that
is.
fight, all like most boxing ego, Aki, shout out to them dudes too. Um, exposing them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Honestly,
saying,
I really can't. I don't really have much to say other than that it really just looks like soon as he came
but
off of,
now
soon as
Kenny,
he's.
now I'm gonna tell you why I hate steroids, right? Why I hate fighters that use PEDs because of what you just said, right? How
Hmm.
Ryan was on steroids, how that looked, right? Now you take a fighter like Devin Haney who walks into an arena as confident. He's never lost a fight. Good. And he's going by the book. He's not
Yeah.
cheating, he's training hard, right? You put him in the
Yeah.
ring with somebody like Ryan, man. Now, the Haney we saw wasn't that Haney that we've known in the last
Hmm.
couple of years. See him fight in that first round, see Haney run like that. You see
Yeah.
what happened to him. That took a lot out of Haney. And that's
Yeah.
not fair. And this is why I hate fighters that are on steroids because here you go against a guy that's clean and you do that to him. You fuck up his confidence and everything.
Hmm.
Is that's
That's a
that's
fact.
why it's deep for me. Like that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? We like Yo Haney, we not in there. He's scared to get hit. He don't want to get knocked down again.
Yeah.
He wasn't knocked out, but he don't want to get him. He was embarrassed. That shit embarrassed him. Like, yo, hold
Yeah.
on, wait a minute. Like, what the fuck? I'm not bugging this. He probably saying, yo, this nigga Paul was never like that. Like, you don't know. And then he was saying shit like, yo, hold on, wait a minute. He was
Yeah.
questioning, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I hate fighters that are on on steroids and they step in the ring with people who really work hard for this, B. That's why I hate that
And,
shit with a passion.
and it's not even just that. It's like it's a safety hazard too. You coming in here with like a cheating for an advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like this is your livelihood. Like you guys are physically assaulting each other legally, obviously, but like you guys are physically assaulting each other, and you coming in here on PEDs. You know what I'm
Right. This is
saying?
not like
Like,
baseball. This isn't like baseball or anything like that. This
mm-hmm,
isn't like basketball or anything like that. This is
mm-hmm.
a combat sport.
Yeah,
Okay.
that and when you use PEDs to get ahead in football or any type of combat
It's not
sport,
the
like
same.
you're disgusting, bro. Like even hockey, I feel like even if you're using a hockey or like rugby and stuff like that, because those are very physical games. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to me, I feel
Yo,
like,
I'm about to I'm about to start some shit. What if I say some shit like Michael Jordan was on PED his whole career? I think they'd kill me. No, you gotta
oh
edit
yeah,
that.
they just yeah
You
nah
gotta edit that.
nah they
But yeah, but Ryan, man, I don't know. He ain't look the same. He ain't look the
Yeah, yeah,
same.
he definitely, yeah, nah, he definitely didn't look the same. Devin Haney didn't look the same either.
He
He
didn't,
Devin
man.
Haney did not look the same. He
I
was
was
he was
sup-
on that bicycle, man.
and he didn't keep his. He wasn't throwing a jab. Like when I see Devin Haney, he had one of the best jabs. The jab is an
Hmm.
offensive and defensive weapon. Your jab to keep a nigga off. You could go forward with your jab. That's defense, or you could
Yeah,
come back with your off with the jab. Come on,
yeah,
yo.
that's a fact. That's a fact. So yeah, Devin Haney, it was like
All offense or
I
defense,
it,
however you want. Come on, man. That shit
so
crazy.
so let me ask you something.
Sure.
Is Devin Haney does have potential to become the next Adrian Broner?
Hell fucking no. Come on, the nigga had one. No, no. We seen him start picking it up once he started getting his confidence back. Once you
Yeah,
need that. Like everybody was saying Ramirez is a tough fighter. Let's not forget Ramirez probably has power too. I know he
yeah.
I know him to be a strong fighter too, so I don't
What
know. But
annoyed me,
Ramirez, he seemed like he couldn't do shit neither though. He wasn't
yeah, because
throwing
what,
either.
yeah,
He
but the
wasn't
thing that
throwing no
annoyed
punches.
me,
He was
the thing
walking
that
forward and not even
that's what I was getting ready to say. So that's what annoyed me about Ramirez is like it's that Mexican style. Like they got to get somebody there that teach them how to move side to side, bro, instead of just moving forward, bro. Because like in no way,
that's
shape, or form he
foul
attempted the whole entire fight to try to cut off the ring at all. He
at all.
100% kept going forward at Devin Haney. It was like he was just chasing him around the ring everywhere he went. It was like they was dancing around together. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why it didn't work for him. You know what I'm saying? Of course it ain't gonna work for you. You sitting there chasing him, a guy who knows who's honestly got stage fright right now at this point until he really builds his confidence. Because you think he started getting a little bit better throughout the fight. I saw the whole thing, the same thing, the whole entire fight. He didn't do anything for me that whole
All right, he
entire fight.
started
That
mixing
fight
up his
sucked.
combinations. Remember, he was throwing ones. He was throwing ones. He
Hmm.
started mixing up his one twos, and remember, he even started going upstairs, downstairs a little bit. He
Hmm.
didn't really fight have an inside game. He really
Yeah.
fought the fight on the outside. You know what I'm saying? When dude got a little closer,
Hmm.
he let off, boom, boom. But he started doubling up, and he even started, shooting the uppercuts late in the game. But I believe all that was just about again ring rust and build and the confidence builder. A
Yeah.
lot of people said their point. Ramirez was going to be good. He's strong. Then that was somebody he shouldn't have came back to after the loss. You understand what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So it's about building his confidence back up. And I think, real talk, when he fight Ryan and beat Ryan, we gonna see the old Haney gonna be great. I'm telling you. He gonna be like, yo, these dudes can't beat me. It's confidence that he nigga had to cheat to do that to me. I knew something was up, especially like if he get hit again. It's like
Hmm.
that's kind
Well,
of
I
like
tell you what.
Miguel Cotto when Miguel Cotto and Margarito, like
Hmm.
when they fought the second time, like the first time, like late in the rounds, the first fight, he had that shit on his shit. Cotto was backing up. That shit must have been hurting. He was getting
Yeah,
Cotto
it
with some
had to,
shit, and
because Kono was
and
hitting
then
the
the
hell out of him early in the fight.
facts. So the rematch, he caught Cotto clean. Cotto said, came forward, boom, 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 boom. Like it does something. So I
Hmm.
definitely want to see Haney versus Ryan again.
Yeah,
I still want to see that.
I want to see him get back, but he has to go in there and finish him though. I don't want to see him sit here and do this shit and win and try to cruise
He
to a
can
decision
though.
victory.
He
He
can though.
had,
He got the
huh?
skills to do that. He got the skills
Nah,
to do that.
he
Only that, keep your right hand up. You see
and
Rolly
he,
doing it
but
all the time.
nah. This is not
And
what
Rolly
I'm
got
looking
the
for.
slow,
Ki-
and Rolly had to slow Ryan. So when that
Kiki, that's
rematch, and
not
we
what I'm Kiki. That's not what I'm looking for in the Haney versus Ryan Garcia rematch. I'm not looking for. I'm looking for Devin Haney to go in there and try to punish him and kill him like how
you
Cotto
think
did
I
to
ain't looking for that,
Margarito.
nigga? You gonna
That's what
cheat
I
me,
want to
nigga? You
see.
gonna what? I'ma
Yeah,
fuck you up. That's what.
yeah, but I
And
don't want
that's
to.
the
I don't want it.
Haney's gonna have that attitude. Trust me.
If he coming in there
Trust me.
fighting like the Jose Ramirez
Especially,
fight, I don't want to see
especially
that,
if
bro.
I'm telling you, nah, he ain't gonna. He started again. He started opening up. He know Ryan. You think his confidence ain't built from watching Ryan get his ass whipped? You think
We
his
gonna
confidence
see.
isn't built from that? Like what?
Oh yeah, no,
Oh
yeah, he definitely
wow.
did. Yeah, it's because he
So
got through survival of
right,
that night. That night, so he was able to sit there and watch that shit all play. Ryan,
yo.
Ryan never gonna fight in New York again. Watch. He never gonna fight in
But
New
what
York
about
again. So,
what's your
so
thoughts on
what's next for
Canelo?
Rolly? No, before we
What's
get there,
next
what's
for
next for
Rolly?
Rolly? Yeah.
Listen, the doors are open now. I mean, yo, 147. It's okay. So Rolly got the WBA welterweight title, 147.
Yeah.
And the WBO. Who has a oh? What's his name? Norman. What's his kid name? Brian
Brian
Norman.
Norman Jr.
He has a W. Yeah, he has the WBO title, and
Bo-
Boots got the
you said
IBF and the
You said
WBC.
Barrios already,
So
right? You
who?
said Mario Barrios already, right?
Barrios has a
Yeah, he
title
has a title.
at 147.
Yeah, he has the one that Boots put. I mean, Bud put in recess.
I thought Boots have the WBC title and the IBF title, and I thought Brian Norman Jr. had the WBO, and Rolly has the WBA.
Mario Barrios has one of those belts, bro, because they was talking about
See what
unifying.
shit? He probably got some soup. He probably got some super shit. Like we're talking about, the WBA got too many fucking belts anyway. They got too many belts at WBA. This is the fucking problem.
Yeah, we spoke about this shit. I believe a couple of episodes ago. Who was the champions at welterweight? You know what I'm saying? So
Damn.
it was like we was trying to figure that. We figured that out, and like, let me see. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Actually, it's Brian Norman Jr. Hold on, let me go here. ESPN got the list. You got that's heavyweight. Let's go to welter. Brian Norman
Welterweight.
Jr.
147.
Boots has the IBF and WBA, and Barrios got WBC. So what the hell belt?
Copy. So I got it mixed up. So I know I got the belt mixed up with Barrio and Boots.
Yeah, but my thing is what belt did Rolly just win? Was it the Ring Magazine belt? Like, what did he win? What did he win?
Yeah.
We got a fifth belt.
Yo,
Is are we in the five belt era?
I think that shit might have been a WBA, nigga.
That's
The
what I'm
nigga had the
saying.
WBA at the press conference. I'm just
That's
saying,
what I'm
like, you
trying
know
to
what I'm
figure out
saying?
is like who, like what belt does he have? Because I knew that these guys, Boots has two of them because he got one off of Stan Jonas, and Barrios and Brian Norman got the other one. Who Brian Norman is not
But
going to
see,
fight
wait a
Boots.
minute. I'm tripping right now. I could be tripping right now because let me ask you this: Didn't didn't Haney get his old back? Should he be undisputed again?
Yeah, but he was undisputed at 135. He wasn't undisputed at 140.
Okay.
Yeah, he was undisputed at 135, not
Damn.
140. 140 that he didn't get a chance to because he
Damn.
ran into Ryan and then that was it. Because he only beat Regis.
No, but they fought at a catchweight though, right?
It was supposed to be at 140, but what's his name came? Ryan came in bigger. Remember? Pause.
Okay.
Yeah, 140 is Teofimo Hitchens, Gary Russell, and
Hitchison's fighting too.
yeah, he's fighting Cambosa in New York. And then you got Alberto Puello,
Sorry. Sorry.
huh?
Are the Saudis putting on?
Oh, I don't know.
Cambosa?
I don't know if the
Are they putting on a fight?
I don't. I have no idea, bro. I didn't haven't dug really too deep into the background of the fight. I just know they're fighting sometime in the summer, I believe. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But yeah, that's the weight. That's the weight class for welterweight. All I know is that no matter who it is, every single last one of them better stay away from Boots. Actually, they better pray that Boots go to 154, and he doesn't look like he's going to 154 because he
Boots
wants
gonna
to
get
unify. I hope Broly fights Brian Norman Jr. and beats him, so that way he do try to fight Boots.
listen, man. Boots is trying to become undisputed.
Yeah,
That's what he wants.
yeah.
And from there, he gonna go to 154. By the time he get there, Bud gonna be retired, so y'all can forget about that fucking fight.
Well, Virgil Ortiz
But I
already
can
put that
see,
out there.
damn, ooh. What about Canelo versus Boots? That would be good too.
Canelo ain't fighting that
Like if
fight.
he came up,
That's too dangerous for Canelo right there.
he fight. Why you think he fighting Bud, man? You think he gonna whoop Bud ass?
I think he feels confident that he'll whoop Bud ass. That's why he's taking this fight. Otherwise, he wouldn't take it. And the fact that he is coming up two weight classes. But when you look at them standing doing that little face off, it looked like Bud's bigger than
Bud look
him.
bigger.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, right, yep.
And I'm sure Bud is
Bud look
already
bigger.
training. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
I'm sure Bud's already training, so yeah, he looks bigger than him. He already got reach over him for sure.
Bud was in there sizing that nigga up too. Pause.
Mhm. Yeah, so that's gonna be a good one. It's not gonna be like how you think it's gonna be. How you think he's just Canelo gonna go in there and run through that shit. Once you saw them facing up and you saw Bud was bigger, I know that probably made you feel like, okay, Bud just ain't got to cut weight.
No, the fuck it didn't because Canelo be knocking shit out bigger than him. So Bud gonna get his ass whooped and I stand on that
Oh
nigga.
my god! Remember all that shit you were saying for the Spence Bud fight, bro? Just remember that shit.
Oh man.
Just remember
Oh
that shit.
man.
But anyway,
Don't get me started with that one.
that's when you got to talk about Teofimo though. Teofimo, he's the only
Yes.
person who put on this weekend so
He need
far.
his own fucking card. I'm sorry. He needs his own card. I mean, he made his mark. I hope the Saudis give him his own
He need
fucking
to
card
fight a
because he
black guy.
definitely put on. He was more excited. He was
He
very,
need to
very
fight a
excited.
black
Yeah,
guy.
Keyshawn. We need
Yeah.
how we get in contact with the Saudis, man? Because we gotta make that a high demand fight. T.O. can't run from that. He knocked your daddy out, boy. You gotta see him. You can't run from him. You
Tio's
can't run
not
from that.
fighting him, bro. Tio is not gonna fight him,
Mm-mm-mm.
bro. I promise you that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-mm-mm. Keyshawn Davis got a lot of mouth though, right?
Yeah, he been talking
He just
hella
be
shit.
calling everybody out though, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, but why he so quiet when it come down to Andy Cruz though? Why he so quiet when it come down to Andy Cruz?
Yeah, he
And
said.
be saying shit like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let him do him.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't the amateur.
Yeah.
Andy Cruz like, come on, motherfucker. I want to fight you. Come on, let's fight. Andy Cruz beat his ass in the amateurs, yo. He had Keyshawn's number.
Yeah, but does he
Okay, that
need?
Cuban style ain't no
But do
joke.
he need him?
Listen, man, it ain't about that. It's about nigga call Keyshawn. Anybody else call you out, you ready to fight. You have that energy, right? You have that energy with everybody
Yeah.
else, except, you know, except him. I'm just curious. I'm just a little curious as to why. Why you want to fight him? Like,
Well,
fight
that
anybody else.
Cuban.
You calling out the
Let's
Vargas
be
boys.
honest. That Cuban style do get a little boring sometimes, though. Watching it, and we saw that in the.
Bullshit. When you no. If you appreciate boxing, then you love the Cuban style of boxing. They use every inch of the ring, and most of them they train southpaws,
Yeah.
and they fight like they boxing is hit without being hit, and that's exactly what they do.
Hmm.
That's exactly what they do. Hit, get out the way. You seen it with Skull.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just that style that's difficult. You hear Canelo after the fucking fight, yeah, these styles, I don't like the styles. Oh man, I hope he don't come in and fight like that. It's not entertaining.
You
Come
heard
and just survive.
De La Hoya went off too. De La Hoya said, "Canelo, how you gonna complain about you hate fighting that style when you picked the fight and you knew he was gonna run before you even picked the fight."
Canelo Price said, you know why, motherfucker? Because of the $80 million I got. Because of the fucking money. That's why he did
Who
it.
you think won that?
That's
Who
why
you
he
think
did it.
won that fight?
Okay.
Canelo and Skull.
I believe Skull, you ask me. It depends on what you look
Yeah, it
at.
depends on what you look at, but I've
It
got.
depends on what you look at. I love boxing for the art of it,
Mhm.
and I believe he was doing a good job. I believe his punches is more effective
Yeah.
than Canelo's, if you
But
ask
you
me.
could listen if you listen to like you see like some of the people in the comments, even like on Scatty's page, like people like was commenting in his shit. You could just tell that they were easily being swayed by the commentators. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how the commentators could be, and people just kind of like whatever they say is automatically
I
is
see
right.
right through it. I see
You
right
know what
through
I'm
it because I
saying?
see how they just made the other fight a whole
Yeah,
draw at the end of it.
yeah.
They smoked that right
Oh,
into
yeah. They
existence.
definitely did the Bacoli and the Jabi fight.
Hefe and
Yeah.
right, like yo. First it was the Jobbies winning. Da, 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 da. Then it looks like a draw. Wait,
Yeah.
what? Just
Just
like
like
that.
that.
You had them
Right
just
after the
ahead
10th round, they said that.
two rounds,
Mhm.
and then it's down. Now it's looking crazy. Now it's looking like a draw. Yo, he was just up 2
Yeah.
rounds. Now it's looking crazy. It's looking like a draw, and I'm like,
Hmm.
yo,
They
that's crazy.
definitely did that shit. They definitely did that shit because
That was
the whole
crazy.
fight they were saying Jabi is clean sweeping Bacoli. And then as soon as it got to that end of the 10th round,
See,
that
some
last
people
round,
listening, but they ain't listening.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't be swayed by these motherfucking judges. You got to sit there. Sometimes you got to watch the
That's
fight
a
on
fact.
mute, bro. to not even listen
That's
to
what
him.
a lot of people say.
Yeah.
With, especially like facts. I mean, especially like Larry Merchant and them dudes on HBO back in the
Yeah.
days. They used to always disrespect Floyd, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
but
they were so biased towards fighters,
yeah, they like
African
and
American
they
fighters.
show and
They don't like our style.
and
Our style is too confident.
and cocky.
Because we know we nice,
Yeah,
nigga. Fuck you mean?
that's a
Why
fact.
gotta be cocky? Because we walking in confidence. Because we know we nice.
Yeah,
You know you nice with your hands. With you,
a lot of
you going in there with
a lot of
confidence
them do
too.
confuse confidence with cockiness.
They hate our confidence.
Yeah,
Because they envy us. They don't know us. They
yeah,
come on. They ain't in tune with the culture.
yeah. But nah,
It ain't arrogance. It's confidence.
yeah, but
There's nothing wrong with
but
that.
nah, that shit was like for me, like I felt me personally, I felt one judge scored it close, you notice in that Skull and Canelo fight. And he scored at 115, 113, then the rest was all a landslide. And I was like, there's no way you could score that shit a landslide because Canelo landed 40 body shots the whole fight.
I guess those 40 body shots were extremely effective. No, but I'm gonna tell you exactly why they robbed them.
And the money.
Why they gave it to Canelo?
The money, bro.
Why they gave? No,
man, the money.
Canelo made history last night. No, Canelo made history last night. You know when he beat Scull, he became 2-time undisputed champion.
Nobody else got no belts in that weight class.
He made his. Canelo, that was all about Canelo knee. He's a 2-time undisputed champion. And that win last night made him, gave him that title.
Get the fuck out of here.
So he made history yesterday. I'm dead ass.
Oh, he damn sure do. I'm looking at it. He got all the belts again at super middleweight. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. Man.
There you go. The fix was in. Thank you, Canelo.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the fix was in.
That fight was definitely
fixed. You think that $80 ain't come with a guarantee? You think that $80 ain't come with a guaranteed victory, nigga? Get the fuck out of here.
80 million.
I'm sorry. Thanks for the correction. I'm sorry. I'm a little high. $80 million didn't come with a guaranteed win?
Yeah. That shit definitely did. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's crazy, bro. Like, what? Yeah, that's some sucker shit, bro. That's some sucker shit. Yeah, but, you know, my man Bud about to take them belts right off of him, so we be all right. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think your man Bud about to be 38 fucking years old this year. I'm just curious to see how he fight this fight because he didn't really look good his last fight.
Yeah, he didn't. That's if he trained for it.
Lost. I believe Virgil Ortiz looked way better than him in the fight when he fought the same opponent.
Madrimov.
I don't know if Bud was. I heard, to be honest, but I heard Bud came in at like 170, 175. That's what I heard.
Oh yeah,
he came in big and he was pinpointing his shots.
Mm-hmm. He was
like, so he was just in there with something different. You notice he wasn't letting his hands go. Like he was only throwing shots he could land.
Yeah.
That's what they say he was doing.
Yeah, like more of like a pop shot type shit.
And when you really think about right, and that's what he was doing.
Yeah, so obviously we getting Bud and Canelo, Bud Crawford and Canelo in September. They did the face off. It's official, guys. If you thought it wasn't official before, it's 100% official now. So we got that, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, Canelo, you're still ducking David Benavidez.
That's crazy.
I don't even know what's next for Benavidez, bro. Like, I feel like he's getting left out by everybody. Everybody's scared of him. It's going to have to be a Morrell rematch, but Morrell is fighting in New York on that Shakira Stevenson card against William Zepeda.
Oh, yeah? Who's he fighting?
I forgot who it was. I forgot. I don't want to guess right now. We spoke about it too, but he's fighting one of them Eastern Europeans, though. That's for sure. I do remember that.
Oh, okay.
It didn't.
Well, I'm a fan of Morrell now, so I like his style of fight.
Yeah, I
like the Cuban style.
I'm looking forward to that fight. You got him, and you got Shakira and William Zepeda and Belinga versus that dude Hasma. The dude that what's the name went over in the corner and told.
Who you think gonna win? You think Belinga gonna win?
Belinga better win, nigga. You better not let this nigga come over there and beat that nigga in this city. He better fucking win. He better make it do it in fashion too.
better.
I mean, although he did knock out, but he
better.
fought a nobody nigga. He fought like an Uber driver last fight. He knocked that nigga the fuck out.
I might go to that event though, man. I might go to that event.
Okay, you already know, man. Just send.
Because I'm right on 59th Street. It's like it's 2 stops on a D train. No, it's 2
Where's it
stops
gonna
on
be
the,
at? Did they say?
the C
Did they
train.
say what's gonna be?
42nd Street is that's. I know where that's at. I know exactly where.
No,
they at.
I know where they.
Like on 7th
No, I
Avenue.
know where they at, but I don't know if they're doing this event there.
I believe so. I
don't know if it's an outdoor event, bro.
Well, I gotta. Well, shit. Fact check that.
Yeah, we can fact check it off air. Because I probably got to do extensive research to make sure I find it. That's probably not something I can find real quick. Fuck that. All right. But yeah. Who else we got going up? So we got Caleb
reaping the diamond, huh?
On the 30th, we got Caleb Plant versus somebody, and Jamal Charlo versus somebody for them to. That's tune-up fights for them to eventually get they brawl on. You know what I'm saying? I got Caleb Plant.
Yeah, he got to give it. He slapped shit out of him, man. He got to. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, damn. If Charlo was active, man. I ain't know Charlo. Again, he better than little brother. I got more. I got Jamal Charlo.
Against Caleb Plant?
Yep.
I got Plant.
Want to put some money on that fight?
Hell no, I ain't betting on no white boy.
Come on, man. Have faith in your motherfucking guy, man. Damn.
He ain't my guy.
Have faith in your guy.
I just don't like the Charlos, and you know that. I don't like the Charlos.
Why are you, man?
I'll pick
man.
Inoue over the Charlos.
Man, why you hating on them? Why you hating on them brothers, man? Why you hating on them brothers?
They talk too much, bro. Especially the little Charlo. Lil Charlo, he do a lot of talking while walking away, too.
All your favorite UFC fighters talk more shit than them. So
them UFC fighters be about that,
all your favorite UFC fighters
don't even compare. Don't even compare, bro.
Yeah, them niggas
but they be
about
about
the cauliflower ear.
They about that, though. If them niggas, if they get close to each other, they real in a brawl. Your man do that shit by walking away every time. Look at every video. Hold on. Every video. Every video in the UFC. Every video with them Charlos, they always talking shit and walking away. But when they close to somebody, they get the shit slapped out of them. I don't even want to hear nothing, bro. You can't tell me nothing.
They're law-abiding citizens, nigga. They're law-abiding citizens. They don't want to get.
But they're gonna do all of this shit, talking about him and threatening people and all that shit, man. Get the hell out of here, man.
It is what it is, man. They don't want to get sued, man.
Yeah, okay,
they don't want to get sued, nigga.
Yeah, okay. He's sitting there threatening niggas and shit like that, bodily harm and all that and shit. But then he don't want to. Man, stop making excuses.
Got NDAs on all them niggas, man. He got
an NDA on you, nigga. Why is you over here making this? Why are you making excuses for these niggas for, bro? Like, you always making excuses for your favorite fighters, nigga. Fuck them niggas,
man.
I
don't. Nigga, I'm just being real, nigga. You got to respect the nigga skill set, even if you don't like them personally. Like, you can't.
They ain't fight nobody.
Skills though, man.
They ain't fight nobody.
One was undisputed. At junior middleweight. You want to get
in the dead weight class.
Well, at middleweight.
Can we start acknowledging dead weight classes? Because you did that shit to Bud. So while you can't fucking damn acknowledge just dead weight class.
I gave Bud his props. I gave him his props.
Yeah, because he beat the shit out your mans, Earl Spence. You had no choice.
The car accident really did.
Oh my god, bro! Nobody told Earl to sign the contract.
The car accident did, nigga. Earl was still hurt.
So somebody had a gun to his head, told him to sign the contract.
Earl ain't 100%. You get thrown from a fucking car like that. You think you're gonna be 100%? Earl had bills. Nigga. Come on, nigga. He fought
before that, right? He fought before that.
And dreams.
Then he fight your boy Ugas. Actually, wasn't it? Was it Ugas or whatever his name is?
Yeah, he broke the nigga eye socket and rib.
Hey man, get the fuck out of here, bro. You want to make excuses and shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Come on, that nigga, they call a nigga the eye snatch in the body in the rib.
Shut up, bro. Yo, bro,
you do your little research on that. Do your research on that.
I'm not gonna research that, bro. Nigga, you just be sitting up here.
Yo,
I wish, all the people. I wish, we have a boxing group chat with some of us who are boxing fans. I just wish y'all could have heard him for like 4 months leading up to this fight talking about Earl Spence. You would think Earl Spence was paying him to promote him. That's how bad it was. And then he went into hiding for a week after he got his ass whipped. Get the hell out of here, bro.
Oh man, no, I had to focus on work, nigga. I was just busy. I got a little caught up,
All
nigga.
right,
I was
all
busy,
right,
nigga.
all
That's all,
right, bro.
nigga.
All right, bro. All right. You can tell everybody what you want. Yeah, you know we gotta watch that Inoue fight tonight.
Oh man, who he gonna beat up? He's fighting in the States at least though, right? But why is it
Yeah,
so? Is it what 1 in the morning?
is that probably because the fight is at? They said the card start at 10 on ESPN. I don't know if he fights at 10 or if it,
Nah,
I
that
don't
should
know, bro.
probably be damn. That should probably damn. Maybe like oh man, damn. These fights be staying on late, man.
Yeah, and it's a
Um,
Sunday though. That's what's crazy.
maybe that fucking fight probably come at 11:30, 12 o'clock, right?
Yeah, they probably If they ain't on by 11:30, I'm going to sleep. Nah, I'll probably stay up to 12. If they ain't on by 12, I'll probably go to sleep.
Who's his opponent?
Some dude named Ramon Cardenas. It's time for
What's his
Inoue to
record?
move up. I don't know. Damn, I don't feel like looking it up either. I don't know nothing about this guy.
Man, I don't want to hear about Inoue till he fucking fight somebody real. He beating up these motherfuckers, man. These fucking sparring sessions, man. Fuck all this. They want to keep people up late to see it. Come
he's
on, nigga.
26.
Come
He's
on, man.
26-1. He's 26-1 with 14 KOs.
Oh man, they want to follow nigga at from the They must have found him at the PAL or something, right?
Yeah, because they acting like the dude Shakur Stevenson fought what didn't have a. They acting like he didn't have an undefeated record, and he did. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean nothing, just because they got this.
Right.
They just fought nobody.
You talking about the electrician man, huh?
Yeah, and then you got the dude that they want to set up Inoue versus Junto Nakatani. He's fighting on June 8th in Tokyo. They want to set that up. That's gonna be like Japan's biggest fight for them. You know what I'm saying? I'll be tuned in. I'm
Mm-hmm.
probably not going to give a shit, but I'll tune in for it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, you got some Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano is coming up too in July. That's a
That girl gonna
boxing
hope
week.
she got some fucking aspirins in her fucking locker room. Cause them fucking headbutts, man. I'm telling you, man. She better fight like Mike Tyson, throw elbows with them fucking punches like he used to do back in the day,
Bro,
sneak them shits in or something, dude.
that's actually another boxing weekend because Alicia Baumgartner's the undercard on that one. So you
Oh,
got
really?
July,
Damn, I ain't see her fight in a while.
yeah. So
I
you
ain't see
got
her fight in
July
a while.
11th. July 11th, they're fighting on Netflix, and then July 12th is Shakur Stevenson and them Carters that night, the very next day.
Mm,
So we got another weekend of fights to look forward to around in that weekend of July.
copy.
Word up. So what else? What else we got coming up? We got they still taking Lamont Roach out of that shit. Kind of went quiet, didn't it?
No, Tank quiet. Like I don't hear nothing from Tank on social media. Like what's going on with Tank, B?
I guess because Devin Haney didn't lose. You would have thought he would have been talking. Well, he can't talk right now. He didn't beat Lamont Roach. We
Ever
all
since
know he
that
lost.
situation,
He can't say
he must
nothing.
have fell off the fucking face of the earth. Like damn, man. Like what happened? Like he just got quiet. Like is there gonna be a rematch or not? Like what's going on with that whole situation?
Yeah.
Are the contracts signed or what?
Oh, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't think we'll be up for that Inoue fight either. They got mad fights that's going on tonight. It's like they flew like
Oh
part of
my
Japan
god.
here. Yeah, because they haven't even had the. I don't even think the first fight even started yet, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the first fight is like a 4-round fight. I'll try to watch as much as I can, but it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? This Sunday, you know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be no damn boxing
That's
on tonight anyway.
right. Nigga just come over here and try to just disrupt this American people and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, they should have fought next weekend because I don't think there's nothing major next weekend. I don't even know if UFC got a major event.
To me, it's
They had an event.
disrespectful. You gonna put a boxing event on that late? Like, yeah, the boxing's starting to really get on my nerve, man. Sometimes, man. Cause last night you look at it, it's like, yo, damn, 1 in the morning, 1 something. Like, yo, come on.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy, bro. Like on a
And nigga
Sunday,
had to
that's
get up and go to
crazy.
work. Like, yo, and nigga had to get up and go to work.
Actually, UFC do have an event next week, and they got the welterweight titles on the line. All right, so I'll be tuned in for that shit. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you probably not, but I'll give a recap for it. You know
No,
what
no.
I'm
I
saying?
mean, I watched some highlights of it.
Oh, okay. Hopefully, well, if you ain't doing shit, we'll try to catch that shit live. At least some of the fights, you know what I'm saying, before you be like, man, it's too late. This shit coming on a Sunday. Because
No, I mean, I try
we
to
know
stay
that
up,
shit
but
gonna
I
happen.
can't. I
hmm
mean,
I mean, it'd be like
let's
that,
talk.
bro. Like, I get it. Good. Bring it up. Oh, you know Dana
What's your?
White is promoting the Bud and Canelo fight, right? He's
That was
great
part
with
of his fucking
promotion.
contract too. That's part of his contract too. He gonna get
They
UFC a part of that shit. Nigga might throw some. Oh, did they do they have the card stacked already or no? Because I can see
for
Dana White throwing some big UFC
nah,
fights on that shit too.
I don't think they're gonna do that. Nah, I think it's gonna be straight boxing. I think he's just doing
Okay,
promotion. I don't think he's doing any other contract signing. So the
copy.
Erickson Lubin fight is out here May 10th, next weekend. That shit is actually in Kissimmee. So that means that shit is probably at the Caribbean Royale. So I need to holler at this nigga Woody and see if that nigga's going because he's probably gonna be there. He always go to catch fights and shit over there at that shit. He love going to Jake Paul
Copy.
fights and shit. I don't know why he do, but he like going to Jake Paul fights and shit like that. But yeah, there's a lot of fights. It's a fight every weekend, but a lot of them are just like people we don't know. Josh Taylor's fighting May 24th though against some dude I never heard of. And he might
Okay, Josh,
lose.
he back in the mix now. Okay, he back in the mix.
Yeah, May 30th. Okay, so Caleb Plant is fighting some dude named Jose Armando Resendez, and
Mm.
Jamal Charlo's fighting Thomas Lamana. You know what I'm saying? And that's May 31st. So we definitely going to be tuned in for that shit because we haven't seen them both in a little while. So, well, last time Caleb Plant was in the ring, he was getting his ass whooped and came back and won. He was fighting that dude with the mustache. I forget his name. He's supposed to be that dude. Actually, got his fight coming up. I forget his damn name, bro. Uh,
Mm.
Keyshawn fighting Edwin De Los Santos. You think Edwin gonna run?
Nope. He sure that motherfucker get hit. That's that nigga who Shakur really wasn't really engaging with too much.
Neither one of them was. They both was running. They was both boring as shit. And his brothers is
Nah.
on the card too. Kelvin and Keon Davis.
Yeah,
Abdullah Mason's the
the brothers.
co-main.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's gonna be
Yeah,
that's a good card. I like that one, the Davis brothers too.
yeah. I'm actually excited at the fact that Abdullah's getting to be a co-main because he usually be like early in the card because Keyshawn's the main event, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's knocking shit
So
out.
yeah,
He's
but
knocking shit out. Boom.
but he better learn how to pace himself because with him throwing only fucking haymakers ain't gonna have him have him with a long career. Let's just keep it 100.
So put him in with a better quality opponent and watch what happened to him. His
Yeah,
chin is
well, yeah,
suspect.
yeah.
His chin is suspect.
Do you think so?
Yep.
Well, we got to see. I truly think him and Floyd Schofield would make a great match. I think that's the fight that should be made. Floyd Schofield don't even have a
You
fight.
know Floyd. You know Floyd. You know Floyd. Give us the bag. Just give us the bag.
Bro, he doesn't
You
even
know,
have a
tell him,
fight
little
announced,
Floyd.
bro. He might as well
That's
fight one of
crazy.
them. He might as well fight one of
That's
Fernando
crazy.
Vargas' sons or some shit. Actually,
Why
Abdullah
he
should
just
fight
didn't
one of
try to
Vargas' sons.
negotiate the fight again if you really wanted to fucking fight? Why not try to negotiate the fight again if you really wanted to fight? Why
After
not?
the,
Why not
I,
another date?
I
Come
don't think
on, man. They be
for one,
bullshitting, man.
I don't think Shakur is going to stay at this weight class to unify. Because Tank is going to hold it hostage. You know what I'm saying, by not fighting him unless Lamont Roach get that belt off of him and then they can fight. Or he could do it, get a Lamont Roach fight, but you also he's not going to fight Keisha. Him and Keyshawn are not going to fight each other unless somebody fucks somebody else's girl and then it turned into some shit where they hate each other or some shit like that. That's the only way that's going to happen. Shakur's going to be going to 140 soon. But he need to figure out some shit with his hands. What you think?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Deontay Wilder back June 27th. Get some dude named Terrell Herndon.
The next.
And Jake Paul, I saw your little video. You over here trying to get. Yeah, he put because he's fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. So now he's sitting there talking about, he's the world champion. Anderson Silva beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., bro. You're not showing, you're not proving us. You're not going to put out a video and try to smoke screen us into saying, he's
somebody's disgraced son. He's fighting somebody's disgraced son.
Okay? Yeah, you're fighting an alcoholic.
The father mad the boy wearing his fucking name. Okay? Nobody cares. Okay?
Yeah, like this is
nobody.
You're not fighting senior. You're not fighting senior. You're fighting junior. Nobody cares. Yeah, he was a world champion, but nobody gave a shit when he was world champion.
Okay, so he's fighting. He's taking his name. Okay, boom. There you go. He's gonna take his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put on his resume.
Yeah, congratulations.
We fucking get it. Congratulations. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Champagne.
So what you think about Usyk and Du Bois too? You know, Usyk acting like he got hit with a low blow. He argued with his
bullshit.
team. Yeah.
That was bullshit. That was a legal blow. And if he landed again, that's the same result. He's gonna go out again. He lost to a body shot. He's been exposed. You think the boys is not gonna go in there and tee off on him? Don't lay on the ropes.
And this one, and that was the
ropes, Mr.
Du Bois was. Du Bois wasn't the first person to do that to him, and they pulled that bullshit too. That wasn't the first time.
What?
That was the second time.
Wait,
that was the second time. That was the second time that happened. Usyk got hit with a body shot, and they called it as a low blow, but it was a clean body shot.
Body shots, so they call them body shots. If he ever get hurt with body shots, they say it is low, but it's not.
Yeah,
trying to help the white man out.
Yeah. So you got that's the dude named Trevor McCumbee. That was the dude that was fighting Caleb Plant, where he was whooping his ass and kept dropping Caleb Plant early in the fight, but Caleb Plant came back and stopped him. That was Caleb's last fight. He's fighting Diego Pacheco. But Bam Rodriguez, I want to see him fight Inoue. I think he might be the one that could beat him. I know you probably think he should eventually move up to get the Shoo. Inoue should move up to fight Shoo, or either get to a bigger weight class and rematch Bobby Fulton at a bigger weight class in the United States. Who knows? There's options out there for Inoue, but he just got to get out of the weight class he's in. You know what I mean? So we'll see, bro. We'll see. We got some fights, but we got to before we wrap. Go ahead.
You know what I'm really thinking about?
What's that?
They saying Floyd Mayweather is thinking about a comeback from a professional fight.
Bro, they saying
Pacquiao. Wait, hit me out. And then they say Pacquiao's coming out
for Barrios.
Retirement. That might be the throw off. Bro, I think people would definitely spend money to see Mayweather versus Pacquiao again. Believe it or not. Because it's a fan base thing with that.
People love nostalgia. People love nostalgia, so they'll watch it for that. Like we watch Mike Tyson. We watch Mike Tyson and Roy Jones.
Thinking he the Mike Tyson of the old and shit, right? Thinking you know what I'm saying? Come out and bust out one of them fucking moves and shit, right?
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, hell yeah. But of course, before we wrap up though, we got to do a dream match. Sweet Pea Whitaker versus Floyd Mayweather. Who you got?
Floyd, I think Floyd said he could have really beat Sweet Pea, but he took it easy on him and shit. Did Floyd say that? I could have sworn Floyd said that.
And what they were sparring? I've never heard that. I've never heard that story, so I can't really go with it. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, now you got to do your homework on that.
It might be. It might have been. It was Sweet Pea was fully coked out by then and was over the hill.
Oh,
But
niggas
we
always want
talking,
to
but we're talking,
discredit Floyd all the fucking time. I swear. No,
we talking
Floyd
about.
was in his.
I love
Floyd was
Floyd,
20
bro. What are you
years old
talking
when he
about?
sparred with that nigga.
All right, we're talking prime versus prime, bro. We ain't here for the bullshit.
Prime versus
Prime versus
Prime.
prime. Yeah.
Mayweather. Floyd gonna figure it
Sweepy,
out.
but Sweepy couldn't get hit
Floyd
though.
gonna figure it out.
I'm calling the draw of that fight.
Nigga, I wanna see this. I gotta do homework on Pernell Whitaker, man. I wanna see like
He
what
couldn't get
like
hit.
in all his fights, what percentage does he get hit? Like the percentage, like that's what I need to know.
I'm sure it's a very low rate that there was actually because De La Hoya wasn't landing shit against him, and they robbed the shit out of him in that fight.
That was a fact. That's a
Chavez
fact.
fight.
It robbed him.
What Chavez
De La
wasn't landing
Hoya and
shit.
Chavez, yo,
Mm-hmm.
he whooped both of their ass.
Yeah.
Okay? And they robbed him.
Hell
They
yeah.
robbed him.
Hell
That was
yeah. Hell
crazy.
yeah.
People don't talk
Yep.
about that robbery.
Nobody, they
I'm
don't
gonna
talk
bring
about
that
it
shit up.
enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that shit up at work. Watch.
They need to. Yeah, you need to. You need to. So let me ask you one last one before we go. Prime Canelo versus Prime De La Hoya. Who you got?
Prime De La Hoya.
I might have to go with Prime
De
De La
La
Hoya
Hoya kind
too,
of
bro.
remind me of Ryan, but De La Hoya had better skills than Ryan. If you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Oh yeah. No, that's what I
That
said
both
that night.
left
That he
hook.
was like the second coming of De La Hoya, but not really.
That right. I see it now. I definitely see it.
De La Hoya had a
Like
nasty jab and a nasty straight. And he
right,
wasn't afraid to
right.
get
He used to
physical.
use his legs. He used to bounce too,
Yeah.
dance on you
Yeah.
too. Like
Mm-hmm.
damn. So
Yeah.
I think
De
Oscar
La
see
Hoya would
Ryan in
destroy
it.
Oscar
Oscar
De La
see himself
Hoya.
in Ryan a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Prime Ryan versus Prime De La Hoya. De La Hoya would have got his ass up out of there. We don't even need to talk about that. Oscar De La Hoya will get Ryan Garcia the fuck up out of there. And I think he'll get Canelo the fuck up out of there too. But obviously,
Yo, De La Hoya with both of
it's all
their
our
asses.
opinion. Y'all more than welcome to state y'all opinion because I know y'all not
I
gonna
got
agree with us.
Oscar. I definitely got Oscar.
I got Oscar too.
Whooping Canelo in his prime.
And Ryan
Oscar
Garcia, I got
versus
him too.
David Benavidez. Oscar versus Benavidez.
I don't think that fight would have happened. It would have been too big. That because
You
at least you can
so?
say at least you can say Canelo and De La Hoya has fought in those weight classes at like those weight classes, but the weight class Benavidez for that De La Hoya hasn't been in those weight classes. You
Yo,
know what I'm
what's the? I
saying?
think the highest De La Hoya might have been is not just 154. You sure it wasn't
I think
160?
I think I don't know. It was 160. I thought it was 54,
Might have been. It might be 54. You're right. It might be
or he
54.
might have did a catch weight at 58 or some shit. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that nigga shrunk all the way down to 140,
yeah, that
145 for Manny Pacquiao,
that nigga crazy.
146 for him.
Yeah, he is crazy.
And they
There's
talking about
no
some.
at that
Oh,
age
look
he
what
should have never did that.
Look what Pacquiao did to Oscar De La Hoya. Look what Floyd did. You fucking dummies. I mean, these motherfuckers, your boxers, y'all got listen, boxing fans, y'all got to start using. Do me a favor, start using something. Use something called critical thinking skills. Okay, that's something that a lot of people don't have. Okay,
That's
don't
a
let
fact.
people think for you. Don't let people talk for you. Don't let people speak. Use critical thinking skills. Use your own fucking head. Okay,
That's a
use your
fact.
eyes. Okay,
Pause.
use your eyes. No matter what nobody here saying, use your eyes. Okay,
That's a
it's
fact. That's a
crazy.
fact. Hell
Food for
yeah.
thought.
Yeah, definitely. All
Critical
right, y'all.
thinking skills.
That's all the time we got for this week for y'all, man. Just make sure y'all like and subscribe to the Broken Mute Button Network and follow us on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook at Rumble Ready Podcast.
And I
We're
know my
definitely
war
on
look
there.
plain like a motherfucker too. My war look plain like a motherfucker. I gotta buy some more. My bad for cutting you up. Go ahead. Go ahead. Harlem.
With that being said, Harlem, we out of here. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for liking and
All
subscribing.
day.
I see the comments out there. We responded back to y'all in the comments as well. We appreciate y'all interacting. We here for y'all too as well. And if y'all got some dream fights, y'all want us to talk about and give our opinion on who will win, put them in the comments. We'll bring them up on the show. Holla at y'all. We out of here.